He never asked for this. He wasn't searching for answers. But something happened. Something shifted. What began as a strange sensation and fear turned into a mission, a weekly journey beyond the veil of ordinary life. Not through choice, not through faith, but through something far more unsettling: truth. This is the story of a man who naturally crossed to the other side of our consciousness, not through death, but by stepping outside the body while fully alive. For over a decade, he has been navigating realms beyond what we call reality, learning, watching, remembering, and what he brings back is profound. He has discovered what the ancients once knew, and what we've long forgotten: that we are not our bodies. We are souls, bound to flesh only by the electromagnetic rhythm of the heart. He has mastered the art of disconnection, the controlled exit, the conscious separation of soul from body, and he has seen what lies beyond this world: constructs, entities, the illusion of time, the nature of soul contracts, the truth of what we are. Follow me now into the mysteries he has uncovered, and remember what you've always known deep down. You are not your body. You are something far older, far greater, and the truth of your existence is waiting to be remembered. But the most staggering truth he's brought back is that we remain. Our consciousness, our thoughts, memories, identity, it all continues after death. Many believe that when the body dies, the lights simply go out. But he has seen firsthand that's not the case. In fact, what comes next is even more intricate, more vast, more real than we ever imagined. He's come to understand that we are tethered to a greater consciousness, a universal intelligence, an eternal field of knowing. Call it source, call it God, call it whatever you need to. But it's there, and we are part of it while keeping our individuality. Not separate, not lesser, but extensions of it. We are divine beings, capable of connecting to any realm, any reality, capable of creating worlds simply by the frequency we hold. We vibrate within our own authenticity, shaping reality through thought, emotion, and intention. As strange as it is to hear, and stranger still to say, the truth is, we are gods, not in arrogance, but in essence. And we chose to come here, to this place, to this experience. This world is unlike any other. It's the only one where we begin in amnesia, where we forget who we truly are, where we willingly step into limitation, duality, and struggle. Not to be punished, but to gain experience and try to remember, to rediscover the truth of our soul by first living what we are not. He says this life is the most extreme experience a soul can have. A test, a challenge, a grand illusion designed to awaken us, not through comfort, but through contrast. And now, he brings back the map, a way through the forgetting, a glimpse beyond the veil, so you too can remember who and what you really are. And this is where the story begins to defy belief, because what he discovered beyond the veil was not darkness, but infinite light. He learned that we are not these fragile bodies. We are not bound to this single lifetime. We are eternal, souls woven from the same divine source that breathes stars into existence. We never die. The soul cannot be harmed. It cannot be broken, lost, or erased. It simply is. Pure awareness, pure creation, pure love. And when we leave this realm, we don't fade into oblivion. We expand. Out there, beyond the limits of time and form, we create worlds, entire realities designed from the imagination of the soul. There is no death, no birth. You simply plug in and plug out of experiences like a cosmic dreamwalker. This, Earth, is Realm 1, the most dense, the most immersive, and the only place where we forget, the only realm where we willingly abandon the memory of our divinity. To feel what it's like to be human, to hurt, to long, to love with such intensity that it bends time, to experience what we are not, so we can remember what we are. Over there, you don't need permission to be who you are. You don't hide your quirks or tame your truth. You stand proudly in your essence, and you are honored for it. There is no judgment, no hierarchy, and everyone makes it to the other side. Because the soul is not measured by creed or behavior, it is known, intimately, entirely, and without shame. You walk with authority, with understanding, with no fear. Darius explains, outside this entire earthly construct is base reality. That's where it all starts. From there, you can actually enter someone else's world, their construct, their design, their experience. Let Darius break it down for you.
On the other side, when you're out, let's just say outside of this known universe, and you're completely out of it, there is a base level of reality there. And another way to look at that base level of reality is imagine that you're walking down a town, and you have the road and the sidewalk is base reality. And left and right hand side, you have houses, homes all over. Let's call those constructs, universes. You see? And so when you go into that particular construct universe, it has a certain template, certain rule set based off the individual soul inside that house of the template that it lays, of what it wants to experience. And so when you're truly out of here, your soul can create anything that it desires to create based off its will, desire, pleasure, love. And that's what we do. We've experienced so many things on the other side based off of what we love to do.
You can visit any realm. Want to return to the earthly construct? To enter realms 2 through 12, you can. Each vibrating at higher frequencies, different vivid experiences. You can step outside of the construct itself, into realities designed by your friends, fellow travelers, fellow creators. Want to visit their universe? Walk their world? You can. Want to design your own? It's already waiting. Out there, you don't imagine castles in the sky. You build them with thought alone. There is no delay, no scarcity, no limitation. You think it, you feel it, and it manifests. Because out there, you are God. And this life, this bizarre, beautiful chaos, it's the rarest experience in all creation. Here, for the first time, you get to not know who you are. You get to experience fear, so you can understand courage. You feel lack, so you can recognize abundance. You taste grief, so you can remember love. This is the only place where we get to touch duality, to live the illusion of separation, to forget for a moment the warmth of the stars we came from. And it changes you, not your essence, but your perspective. You gain a kind of wisdom that even infinite knowledge can't offer, the kind that only comes through experience. Because yes, on the other side, you have access to all knowledge. But without this life, how could you ever truly create the worlds, the pleasures, the textures of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and today? You had to be here to feel it, breathe it, live it. To walk the streets, hear the music, taste the culture, and witness the chaos and beauty firsthand. You can't recreate that kind of depth from a secondhand story. No archive, no observation, no eyewitness account could ever do it justice. You had to experience the big game to understand what it really means. And when all is said and done, that will be one of our greatest bonds, that we were here, together, that we lived this wild, impossible, unforgettable moment in all of creation, firsthand. And more than that, we didn't just live through the change. We helped create it. We held the frequency. We kept the light on. We played our part in the awakening. And when we return to the other side, we won't just be welcomed. We'll be celebrated. Yes, this life is extreme. It will push you to your limits. It will break you open and piece you back together with threads of something ancient. But that's the beauty of it. The depth, the reason. And while glimpsing the truth even once can stir something inside you, hearing Darius just once won't be enough. Because what he brings back from the other side isn't just information, it's activation. It's a remembering, a quiet knock on the door of your soul. Each story, each journey he shares is a breadcrumb, a spark, a reflection of a truth you've always known, but maybe forgot just long enough to find again. So don't just watch once. Watch with your heart open. Watch when the world feels too heavy. Watch when you're ready to remember. Because something more is. It always has been. And if you let it, these messages might just shift something in you, like they did for him. Not because you're told what to believe, but because you feel it, deep down, unmistakably, undeniably, that you are more than this world, that you've always been more, and that you are finally beginning to remember.